Alright, today I'm going to have the fan on here just a little bit, but I wanted to wish everybody's having a great weekend, and things were not looking great for me, but guess something crazy, I'll say crazy, but you know what I mean, always card searching. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't feeling so good. There's other reasons, but one of the reasons is that I'm a set builder, and I was super depressed because I have not made any decent progress on set builds. You saw some cards coming in, but they're not really set builds, they're kind of set starts. Card sets that are anywhere close to being done, I was not finding anything. I was seeing what Probstein was doing this, and I was off at COMC, and I typed in one thing, and it's like, oh yeah, Mod Squad. Let's search up Mod Squad on COMC, and as you know from a previous video here, I'm close to a set. I need like 17 more cards. And it's like, well, that's not very much. 17, that shouldn't be that too much, but again, COMC was asking, $3, $4, $5, $6 for some cards, and then I got some on eBay, not very many. Most of these were COMCs for dirt cheap, closer to that dollar price range. Actually, some of them were less than $1. Then I was finding nothing anywhere close to that, and then they also had a bunch of missing cards, so they didn't have a complete set. And then I said, let's type in Mod Squad, and I found a seller that was selling them $1 a piece free shipping. Little did I know, in January, two of my crazy set builds, my vintage set builds, there was a mountain of cards that showed up, and they're all gone. I'm like, oh no, January, what was I doing in January? Not looking for Mod Squad, and I certainly wasn't looking for 1971 Partridge Family. That's what I was not doing. There's a Partridge Family Series 3, which is the green one, which is the most expensive of the three sets here. Years ago, I think I got a lot or bought a bunch on COMC. I remember, I don't want to paid for it. I try to stay under the $3 benchmark, but when you're finding them in poor condition, technically poor condition, but some of them display well. Again, a lot of these have issues with borders being sideways. Some of these I got on eBay from a seller that says buy this for this and this, but the prices kept creeping up. You start getting in that $1.75, $2.50 range, and so that's still sort of kind of good, but you're getting way off center cards. None of the cards that I'm buying are gradable, virtually none of them, And then one of the cards years ago, I'm sure you haven't seen this in many years, but I was able to get Mother of the Group signed by Shirley Jones via Venue. She hasn't signed in something crazy like 5 years according to Star Tiger. She's 90 years old. Is she going to be signing for a lot of people? That I don't know. But she was more likely to sign via Venue. And this was a set that I finished many, many years ago. The backing, the group card here is very, very off-centered, but again, it's in good condition. I might have bought one pack, but I don't think I did. Again, the yellow series is a very easy one to get. The blue series is being a little more difficult for me. There are people that buy the cards you need sort of thing, but again, these were very easy to spot listings. They showed you the exact condition of the card, the exact card you were getting. I'm very, very happy with that, and finding a crazy ton of the green series from one seller. Again, it's not that these cards are crazy rare or anything, but the problem is getting a bunch from the same seller. And sadly, there's the David Cassidy ones with his name across it in facsimile. Those are the ones that sell very quickly. And again, with the Mod Squad, the ones that sell very quickly are the Peggy Lipton ones, and there are certain ones, if you're in the know, then you know what you know. That's crazy. So really cool. And I haven't finished my order yet because I don't know how many cards I'm going to get. I went to the non-sports category and boom, they didn't show up. But then they were like in other or something like that, and then I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So it was like at $9 for the the Mod Squad so far. There are some cards that are way off center and some that are $3 in a better condition, but the cards are off, and I was like, I don't feel like paying $3 today. That's, again, sometimes they used to sell, just under $5. It's just really kind of, I guess, the time of the whatever. But again, I'm a set builder. I'm not interested in, the Mintus card. Obviously, if there's some really rough rounded over corners, then I won't take that. I might take a crease over corners. I might go for better corners than over a crease. This is my Partridge Family binder, so that's only what's in there. Virtually only what's in there. I'll just see if there's anything else in here. There might have been a couple of other things I squeezed in here. I'll just see, make sure. And that's all that I squeezed in here. This one here, again, I tried to find kind of trippy looking binders. This is a cheap Dollar Tree one here. It's very, very falling apart already. It's It's coming loose down here, so I might have to replace it with something else. This one here I picked up at a Goodwill bin store, and unfortunately it got stepped on, so there's a crease on the back of it. I accidentally stepped on it, but very flowery type thing, so I put my 1960s era cards in here, you know, like Rat Patrol and Combat, or not Combat, but you know, these whatever, I forget that set was there, and then the Monkees, and then of course we've got some Beatles in here. Very few Beatles, some are in here. There's actually one right there in the corner there, and then we have the Man from U.N.C.L.E. card. That's a fairly inexpensive set for me to start building if I so chose to. Some more Monkees cards on the top here if you can see those, and just a few Beatles there, and a very expensive, hard to find Brady Bunch here. I mean, those are easily $10 to $20 a card right there, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. I mean, that could be $100 worth of cards there. I bought those very long time ago. Very nervous back in the old days when you had to do checks and money orders and things like that. So I think that's when I got those. But again, 17 cards missing from this set. I will not be able to finish that set from this one seller. I might get it down to, see, I have about 9. So I have probably about 6 cards that are on the way, maybe 7. And you know, so that will leave me about 10 cards left, which is frustrating, but it's, you know, breaking my set down, the set part in half, and that's a lot better than nothing. And then the Partridge Family set, I want to say that Series 3 has 88 cards in there, and I have something like 13. So it's possible I'm only able to add 10 or 15 cards to my set. I really don't want to go overboard, but again, all those cards, choom, disappeared. I looked at the completed listings, and there's like 100 cards disappeared in the Partridge Family. I was like, oh shoot, I really missed out on the best quality for the lowest price. The dollar one's just right away gone, because nobody, and guess what, free shipping. So before I get into all of this, if I hadn't mentioned free shipping, one of my happiest, let's see, my best piece of mail that usually comes today, and it's usually the A&W coupons, and guess what, there's only Figaro's coupons that don't help me at all, and I don't know if A&W has stopped their coupons or whatever, but I haven't found any. Oh, look what they did here. Oh, haha. Oh, they flipped something upside down, okay. Oh, they got a little thing here they flipped upside down, but there's no A&W coupons. That's unfortunate, because this is the perfect time for me to use those. I'm down to my last meal, and then I get a free one, I think, from my membership. That's not a membership card, but you know what I mean. They gave me those. I'm trying to figure out where to open this envelope. These eBay standard envelopes are usually backwards. They usually put the label on the backwards part of it. I don't know why that is, but it makes it so hard, and I guess maybe that's so that you can't claim something that their label's been ripped. But these are patches here that I picked up here. Nothing special, but they all fit my collection. Oh, again with the tape. You gotta watch out for the tape there, because that could easily rip something. See, it's pulling all that thread. Look at all those crazy thread pulls now that I have because of that. I could trim those off, but geez, what a mess. What a mess. And then let's get the other one here. I should have 4 patches here. 1, 2, 3. The other one's stuck. Oh, jeez. Fell into a... Oh. And then this one is plastic back, but again, could have thread pulls there. But that's commonly done, so I'll have to figure out how to, I'll just probably trim those off. I think that's actually part of the patch here. But this one's a very unusual one. This was not listed as 1975, but I'm pretty sure it is. Pennatonquit Bicentennial Fall Olympics Camporee. So a lot of people are celebrating bicentennials in 75. I don't know what the 6 is there, 75-6 or whatever. I really don't know what 6 is there, but this one's a multicolored patch there, and that was not listed as 1975, so you have to do your homework, and sometimes you will find more. So that one was, I don't know, a couple bucks, $2 maybe. And I think it was $1 for the first one and free shipping for the rest of them. This one I think was $3, but I took it. The 3R Camporee Spring 1975. There's only one other on eBay that's, I don't know, 10 or 20. I don't really remember what it was, but it was at least 10. So I think that's the only other Spring 1975 3R Camporee I've seen. That's been, I think, on eBay for the longest time. And then we have this one here, the Minato, MENE -OTO District 1975 Camporee. Kind of a nice, it's a dark patch there, and I think he had multiples of that one. Plastic back patch, which is kind of unusual because they didn't have a lot of them in 75, but interesting there. Roundup for America Mound Builders, and I forgot where that was, 75. That is a generic design, so there's other people that have used that design there. and maybe this one as well too, but this is the only one. I guess that's what, 3 rivers, 3R, so 1, 2, 3. I just think that's a neat looking one. That's really cool. That's one of my favorite ones there. And then this one here was kind of a bonus because I found this kind of setting off a left field, just, you know, without any, and I just saw it in one of the passings, and I said, hey, that looks like 1975. I'm going to grab that one. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, it could be the 75th anniversary, but more than likely it is 1975 because that's when you would be celebrating the bicentennials. But really neat there. So that is that one there. Very happy. Hopefully all these cards will come in good condition. I'm still doing my shopping, so once this video gets uploaded, you will see that I have cards. If you could even find the seller, which I encourage you to do. I will not give you any hints or whatever. You can just type in Partridge Family $1 or something like that. But I've already picked out the ones I wanted, so you're certainly welcome to grab whatever you want. I haven't looked to see if there's any other sets that are in that kind of listing. What's really frustrating is the set builds is building Dallas. Because even if you could get the cards for $1, that's still too much. But most people are selling them $2, $3, $4, $5 per card, and that's 1981. Much different than the 1970s era cards there, you know. And the same thing with Magnum PI. I am like something like ridiculous, like 6 or 7, 5 cards short of Magnum PI, and for whatever reason, these random unimportant cards are anywhere between $2 and $5 at the most, you know, I mean at the least. And then there's some people asking $10 per card. And it's stupid. They hold these cards ransom, and I guess other people follow suit for those exact same cards, and they have no benefit of being, unless there's some sort of short prints that I don't know about. But the thing is that I can't get those sets done because I can build the entire set buy the entire set for the same price as buying those 4 last cards. So, you know, I can't wait enough until COMC gets those cards down to like 50 cents. They've been in their stores for $6 for many years. Again, I'm just running into people with pandemic prices. The cards have never left. But if I had been paying attention in January, where a lot of people upload new stuff, I could have gotten these sets crushed, you know, in a matter of no time at all. But that still means you can find some great stuff on the internet. Hope everybody's finding the cards they want after doing set builds, and find a great deal. And thank you for watching.